Today, I want to go over supplementation and hydration. Starting off with hydration. Drinking water before meals can suppress appetite and leave less room to overeat. I would say try to drink like a glass of water before a meal, or you can even take a sip of water between bites just to fill you up a little bit more. Prioritizing water will leave less room for calorie-filled drinks as well. And if you do need flavor, do 0 calorie drinks or flavor packets. I do a lot of like 0 calorie pops, diet pops. I will also, like right now, I'm drinking a Monster Zero. And then general recommendation is a gallon of water a day. This can be too little or more than you need. An example of that, if you're a bigger person that lives in a hot climate, exercises often, and sweats a lot, you obviously need to hydrate more than someone that's small, lives in a cold place, and is sedentary. So your needs can change drastically with the seasons as well. If it's hot outside, if it's cold outside, is going to determine how much you're perspiring. That'll definitely change things with how much water you need to drink. An alternate way of thinking that I like to do, just drink a glass of water when you wake up. Aim to have clear urine by about noon to 1 p.m. around there. And then once you hit that spot, you can just use thirst as your guide throughout the rest of the day. And you may want to taper off towards the end of the day just so you're not waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. Getting into supplements, supplement industry overview. I'm gonna link a video down below I want you guys to watch that is super interesting about just everything behind it and kind of how it's brought about, how it's regulated, that kind of stuff. Supplements in the US don't have to be FDA approved like they do in other countries. FDA has to prove something is not safe to take it off the market. So you can actually place a supplement on the market, and for it to be taken off, it has to be proven over and over again that it's unsafe. Supplements can hide ingredients or servings by saying proprietary blend, which I'm sure you've probably seen on a lot of supplements. So that's basically them not wanting to tell you the ingredients they put in. A lot of companies will put a small amount of expensive or important ingredients in their supplement to up the cost and perceived importance, but often they underdose those ingredients or won't specify the amounts. They may say has such and such in it, but really it's a small amount, an amount that's not going to have any effect. They just want to be able to charge more. Some supplements that mostly suck: test boosters, fat burners. If you're already hitting your daily protein intake, then you don't need BCAAs because you're already getting those essential amino acids. Glutamine is an amino acid as well. So if you're hitting your protein intake, you probably don't need glutamine. Supplements that can potentially help with muscle growth: creatine monohydrate. I know there's a lot of different forms now. Go with the monohydrate. It's the most proven, the most tested, the most backed. I would just stick with that. It's also the cheapest. So it increases strength and recovery, helps with mental clarity. And why I say it's the best, it already has 100% saturation. It's saturating the cell 100%. It can't get any better than that. Pre-workout can help. I will say use sparingly. Once your body gets used to it, it doesn't help as much. I like to just kind of save pre-workout for days I really need it, or maybe like a hard leg day or something like that. Whey protein is always good to have around just whenever you're in a time crunch or you're short of your protein goal throughout the day. Choosing a protein powder. You don't need it if you have no trouble hitting your protein goal, but like I said, good to have around for any shortages. What do you want to look for? You want to see that BCAAs make up about 25% of the total protein content. If the protein powder has 20 grams of protein, you want to see that BCAAs is around 5 grams or more. You want leucine to make up about 10% of the total protein content. Protein is at 25 grams. You want leucine to be at least 2.5 grams. Other supplements that consider that are good, they're not a must. Most of the time with my clients, we kind of start with the bare minimum and then we see how your body responds, your body reacts. And then from there, we'll be able to see, okay, what are some supplements that you may actually be deficient in? Because that's the thing. They only work if you're deficient in them. So once we kind of get some readings on your body, how your body responds to everything, then we can see, okay, what are you actually probably deficient in? And then start throwing these things in. Magnesium helps with sleep quality. Melatonin, obviously, it helps a lot of people with sleep, just falling asleep faster, getting tired. But the thing is, the magnesium is what sends the melatonin where it needs to go to do its job. If you're short on magnesium and you're taking melatonin and you're not seeing any results or it's not having an effect on you, chances are you probably need some magnesium. There's obviously other benefits with magnesium as well, but for a lot of people that struggle with sleep, that's a good one to go with. B12 helps with brain fog and just mental clarity in general. Iron, sleep quality and fatigue. Vitamin D3 improves bone and muscle strength. Ashwagandha helps relieve stress and anxiety. I do see some people say it makes them tired though, so be wary about that. And omega-3 is just good to have those essential fatty acids, and especially on a low-fat diet whenever you are cutting pretty hard. If you have any questions on that, please reach out. But other than that, I'll make a sheet and just kind of list some of my favorite supplements and brands down below. So check those out. And then also watch that YouTube video about the supplement industry as a whole. And it's really interesting. So I'll link that below as well. But other than that, that is all for this module, and I will see you guys soon.